guys, and welcome to another video. Today, I will make a video about the challenge in Frontend Mentor, and this is a basic one. This is about layouts. Okay, this will test our CSS and layout skills to the test, and this is the design that we want to copy. And here we go, preview on desktop and the mobile version. It's responsive as well. And this is from Frontend Mentor, and I have tried it, and it's amazing. And I thought, why not make a video about this? Because I have been making um, their solutions from their challenges for a while now, ever since I found it like 3 days ago. So yeah, let's see. What do we need to do? First, of course, let's open the live server, which we will open in our browser. There we go. Cool. So let's see the first thing that we need to set up, and that will be the HTML. So let's see the things that we need. Okay. All right. First, let me actually load the CSS styles. So let me make a directory named styles, and this will contain the globals.css folder. So this is how you can start your projects very easily. Let me just fix this. Mm, wait, please wait. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so the first thing, if you are starting from scratch in a project, I recommend that you set up your CSS properties first. So these are the things that you will commonly use, especially since, as you can see here, we have a guide already to the things that we will be using. For example, the color. So to do that, we can just say the root. We'll declare CSS properties of CLR. And the first thing would be very dark magenta, and we'll do this in HSL format. So if you're curious why we are doing it this way and not in a way like declaring them as HSL already like this, it's because with this method we can do something like body background color HSL var. Then we'll just get that, and we can add the alpha, or in this case the opacity of the color, like this. So divide it by the alpha. We call it the alpha because it's called alpha. It's like HSL A, RGBA, and such. Okay. So anyway, something like that. Let me just proceed to copy the other colors. So we have CLR soft pink, 333, 80%, and 67%. Okay. CLR grayish magenta. Excuse me. Excuse me again. We have 303, 10%, and 53%. Okay. CLR light grayish magenta, 324%, 96%. There we go. And the last one would be white. 0%, 100%. All right. And now, since we have the font size here changed, we can just say that the base font size would be 15 pixels. And then we can declare that on the HTML and the body tag, or just the HTML tag, and say that the font size of this HTML tag is equals to the base font size. So with this method, the rem unit, which is for example font size 1 rem, is based on the font size in pixels of the HTML tag. Okay, so if we have 15 pixels as the font size of the HTML tag, because this is the root element, that means that the value of 1 rem in our body is equals to 15 pixels. So let's try that out. Of course, first we need to load the uh, CSS file on our, excuse me again, on our HTML file. So let's just say that style sheet href of the styles folder, and then the global CSS file. And now as you can see, our font size got reduced. Okay, let me just check if that is correct. Let's check the um computed. Where is it? Oh, here we go, down here. And as you can see, we have the base font size of 15 pixels. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, and if we change that to 2rem, this should be 30 pixels. Okay, there we go. All right, pretty cool, right? It is pretty cool. Okay, anyway, what we need in the body would be the background color. So let's check the design again. What's the background color of the design? I think that's just color white, right? Yeah. So, excuse me. Just to quicken our workflow, let us make the necessary components already in styles. So first, the body, of course, will have a color, excuse me again, color of HSL, var, CLR, very dark magenta. And then, excuse me, and then um, the background color is, of course, color white, var, CLR white. Okay, okay. And let's check actually the font family. Do we have them? Okay, we have the font family of League Spartan. Let me just load that in Google Fonts real quick. Okay, to load fonts in Google Fonts, we will need to have, well, the website in Google Fonts, and then view selected families, and check what we selected. So to select one, we just need to go here. Okay, I'm not sure why the cursor cannot be seen in Mozilla, but I guess that's fine. Let's see, we need to select the regular as well. And we have that. And let's just insert that in our HTML file, like so, copy. Okay, and go back to our website or the development server. So let us go to our CSS and no, to our HTML file and just insert that in here and format the file. There we go. Pretty cool. All right. And now we can just say in the root, the font family would be equals to League Spartan. And then the fallback for that would be the system UI or the system font. And then sans serif if it doesn't exist. Excuse me. Okay. Now we can just declare here the font family to be equals to no, not HSL, var font family. And now one thing for accessibility, or rather for compatibility in Safari, is that when the text is smaller than 16 pixels, it will look, well, not like 16 pixels. So to solve that, we can just set the text size adjust to be equals to 100%. Okay, what else? Excuse me again. I think the um text rendering, there we go. So how will the user agent, or how will the browser load our text? Well, we want it to optimize legibility because this is just purely design. And I think that's pretty much it. Okay, there we go. All right, excuse me again. Or I think optimize speed will be the best bet because we want to load the fonts very quickly. Okay, there we go. Okay, now let's make the card. Let's check what we have for the card. So the card will have um a background color of, I think that's magenta, right? Yeah. So it's just an inverse. So CLR very dark magenta. Oh, rather HSL Or I guess we can just have a reverse BG foreground class, so we can reuse this in other components as well, not just the card. Okay, and say that reverse BG foreground will have whatever the value of the color of the background is. So that, and then the background will be equals to whatever the color of the text was of its parent element. Okay, so in this, excuse me, in this case, it will be very dark magenta and the color will be white. Color of just seller, var, seller white. There we go. Okay. Now, what is the color of the category of the buyer here? I think that's soft pink as well. Or is it grayish magenta? I think that's grayish magenta. So you can just say, just like in Tailwind, text grayish magenta. Just so we can reuse this if we ever want to. Okay. So HSL, var, seller, grayish magenta. Awesome. Okay. And yeah, I think that's it. Now the last one will be the color of the soft pink on the left. Now I don't know why my cursor is not being seen here. Interesting. Okay, anyway, let's go to the soft pink. Soft pink or BG soft pink, I guess. BG soft pink. Like so. Okay. And now we can just say background color is equals to HSL var BG soft pink, or rather CLR, excuse me, soft pink. There we go. And the um text dark, wait, is it dark? Very dark magenta will be color. Excuse me. Oh wait, I think we don't need that. Yeah, we don't. Okay, I think we're good to go. Now the only thing left would be the card. Excuse me again. Now we just have the card. The padding, I think, is 1 rem. So padding, this is a shorthand for padding left, padding right, padding top, and padding bottom. So the first value would be the vertical axis of the padding, and the second value would be the horizontal axis. But if we want to separate it a little more, we can say padding block. This is the vertical axis of the padding, okay? Excuse me, from top to bottom. And the padding inline for horizontal axis, from left to right, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, okay, from left to right, okay. Excuse me again. In this case, we can just use the shorthand, which is 1 rem on 1.5 rem and 1 rem. Okay, and then the border ranges of, let's say, 0.5 rem. Okay, and now we can go and give them a display, or I think, excuse me, hmm, yeah, we can give them a display of flex and flex direction of column and a gap of 1 rem. Because if you notice, the gap is pretty big on this Colton Smith right here. I don't know why my cursor is not seen. It's pretty weird. But yeah, I'm hovering over Colton Smith and the text, or the review, and the name. Okay. So how can I zoom out of this again? I forgot. Okay. Let me just, there we go. Excuse me. Okay. So I think we can just separate this actually, because we also have a flex here, so we can reuse the flex class name. Or I guess we can just say, excuse me, the rating card to have a display of flex and a justify content of space between a padding of, let me just zoom in again. Let's see. I think that's 1 rem and 0.5 rem, or is it 1.5 rem? I think it's 1.5 rem. So 0. Oh wait, I think it's 0.75 rem and then 1.25 rem. That should do it. And the border radius, of course, equals to 0.5 rem. Okay, pretty cool. And now let's just have the container. This will have a padding inline of 1 rem and a max width equals to the max width of the desktop size, which is 1440 pixels. Okay, excuse me. And of course, a margin of auto. So we want to centralize this item. Margin inline, okay? So only the left and the right margins. And media, only screen. So this is so that when when a browser does not support a media query, it will not um style the element or run the styles. So on desktop, so I think we should actually container, copy paste this and put this here. And this one will have a value of 375 pixels. So we should actually be making a fluid design. So I think, yeah, I think this is okay. Let's just make a fluid design. Let's not make it let's not give this breakpoints that much. Let's make this very watery. Okay, very fluid. Okay, um, yeah, let's get to styling actually. Oh wait, not styling, but the CSS, the HTML. Just say flex display flex wrap. So flex wrap means that we want this to overflow, or not overflow. We want this to wrap to another line, or yeah, to another block if in case the contents overflow. Okay, so flex wrap. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, okay. So we'll have align self. So this will be the technique to get this beautiful layout effect of them not really being aligned to each other. Okay, so align self, like start, align self start, and align self center, like that, and align self end. Excuse me again. Flex end. There we go. At the end of the flex contain. And now let's get to the CSS. Excuse me. Excuse me again. All right. One last thing is for strong elements to have a font weight of 700, and we can just declare a medium class which will have a font weight of 500. Okay. Now let us get to the body of the HTML. So we'll have first the main content and the section, because this section is all about area described by um review description. So this is about reviews of the product, and the label of this would be area label would be review section. Okay, and based on what we see on the design, this will have a display of grid. Okay, so let me just say that the grid display of grid. So these are the things that we will be using, and excuse me. Let me just give this a class of container, and then main review section, and we can grab this class name. Excuse me again. Say grid here. Okay. The review section, a gap of one. Okay. Excuse me again. And then we'll just have three items here. The first item would be the description and the title. So we'll just have h1 with an ID of, wait, what's the real described by again? Review description. Okay, review description. Then this will be 10,000 plus of our users love our products. So we'll give this the strong tag as well, because this is the main point of the page. Okay. Right, pretty cool. And let's style the h1 tag actually. Excuse me again. A font size of column, just to make this a little bit responsive. Or do we need it to not be responsive? Let's check the mobile design. Yeah, we need it to be responsive. So I guess the minimum would be equal to 1.75 RAM. And then we'll just have, excuse me, add 2 pixels per 1% of the viewport width. And then that max would be, I think that's around 3 RAM, right? Yeah. Oh, that's too small, isn't it? Oh wait, we're actually in mobile, so a little bit bigger, probably 2.25 RAM. Yeah, that's it. As you can see. Okay, good. Excuse me, I'm kind of sick today. Okay, now let's try to see this in desktop. Yeah, not bad. So you can see it growing because we're zooming out pretty much. But yeah. And then the p tag. What's the is this a soft pink, or is this like a gray magenta? I think that's a gray magenta. So we'll just have p. And let's actually just copy this, because why not? There we go. We'll give this a class name of text grayish magenta. Yep, nice. And what's this margin? Is this a margin? Oh, it's a margin. Okay, we don't need to change that. That's pretty cool. However, we do need to change the box sizing. That's the thing that I'm forgetting. So box sizing, border box, and then for all elements, we just want their box sizing to have an edit. There we go. And then for HTML and body tag, we want to, oh, let me actually move this above. There we go. We want to give them margin of 0 and a padding of 0. Okay, there we go. Much better. The next one will be the reviews on the right, which contains the stars. So we'll just have another section inside a section, of course. But I think a list will be better. Nah, a section is good. So we'll just have, you know what? Let's go with a list. So a list of ratings. So li like so. Oh, and let's actually reset the remove the bullet points in the UL tag as well. So we'll just say UL list style none, padding none, and then margin 0 actually. So padding 0, margin 0. Okay. So the first thing that we will have first, let's give this a class of flex and flex code. And I totally forgot um right here flex code. Flex direction column. Oh, and of course, I guess we can have like a gap here. Like, I don't know, gap 4, gap of 1. Okay, so let's first the image source for the stars, the icon stars. Let's check the design again. So we have the rating card. Okay. So first, let's actually give this the rating card. And then we'll have this container, which will have a flex and a gap of 2. So let's just go here, gap 2, gap of 0.5 rem. Okay. And then we'll just have 5 stars. So image source be the assets folder or the images folder. Excuse me. And grab the icon star. So what's the width of this? That will be 16 pixels. 17 pixels and a height of 16 pixels. Okay. So 17, height of 16, and give this an alt for accessibility. Icon star. Okay. And now just copy paste. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me again. Then down here we'll have a div containing the review or containing what kind of rating this is. Okay. So the rating card will have a BG of soft pink. Oh, what? I guess it contained an opacity. So you can just go over here and on the BG soft pink we can just say over the alpha of whatever the BG opacity of this specific element is. So on the rating card, we can just say the BG opacity is 0.5. Yeah, there we go. 0.25. Okay, cool. Awesome. And then let's check the design again. We have just this right here. Okay. I think no, this is good. Strong. Yeah, we don't need a div actually. There we go. And voila. Cool. Now we can just repeat this process 5 times. Oh, excuse me. So let's actually give this a flex of or a line of start. Okay. And then the second one would be align center. And the last one will be align end. Okay, copy this again, align end. And then we'll have this right here. Okay, this, and there we go. Although, what happened? Did I ruin some tags? Excuse me again. Uh-huh. Rating card, and rating card. Awesome. There we go. We have the effect. Oh, and let's check the design real quick. What does it look like on mobile? It should look like this. So right now, this should have a flex of call on mobile. So you can just say over here, flex direction of column, and then a gap of 1 rem. And then on desktop, I guess around 768 pixels. I'm not sure. The rating card will have a flex direction row. Okay. And then align items. So we want to centralize the items of the rating card. There we go. After that, we want to give them a width of 100%. And then of course, when the direction is back to row, we want to give them a width of auto. Cool. And that's the mobile design, as you can see. Awesome. Excuse me once again. And the gap is around 0.5 rem actually, not 1 rem. Oh, 75. My bad. There we go. Okay, how about the padding? Is this correct? Um, okay, the opacity is a little bit lighter, and then the padding is a little bit bigger. So I guess 1 rem and 1.5 rem. Okay, I think that's 0.075. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay, 175 it is. Awesome. Now the gap for this is around 1.25. So let's just give what's the gap 5, I guess. 1.25 RAM or gap 6, so just you can check it out. So let's give our UL tag a gap of 5 and check it out. Oh, there we go. Awesome. What else do we need? We need to centralize the text. Okay. So text center. First the section. Okay, here. Text align center. Okay. And of course we want to give this a padding block of I guess 2 rem based on what we see over here. Oh no, that's 3 rem. There we go. And a padding excuse me, or a width of 95%. Is that right? Nope, it's not right. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay, I think let me check the desktop. Yeah, the H1 tag has a max width. I think that should be the case. Okay, anyway, so text align center, and then on not mobile, we just give this we just give this a text align of auto and the width of 100% or auto. There we go. Excuse me again. Oh, I think the font size is much bigger. That's why. Yeah, yeah. So let's go back to H1 tag. Ah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, we got that now. Okay. Now all that's left is the P tag. So I think that's around 1.05 RAM. So let's just do that over here. Font size of 1.05 RAM. 25. Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh, maybe 175 will do the trick. Yeah. Okay. And make this nada. Eh, okay. A width of 98%. And I guess 1 point, oh, that's why. 0.05. 0.75 or 1.05. Okay, or 0.75. Okay, let's just go with that. And a width of 6%. Okay. Awesome. All right. Now all that's left is this guy right here. So the gap between this and that, between the ratings, the title and description, and the reviews is pretty big. So the gap for the section should be around 2 rem. Okay, nice. You got 2 rem down there, but pretty good. And now all that's left is to check. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Check here. Why is it not giving us the flex direction of row? Let me check. Let me just check this real quick on desktop version. Oh, it's still the same. Okay, that's not what we want at all. So let me just check real quick. It's the grid template columns of 1FR, 1FR. And then this should actually be not mobile. There we go. So if I zoom out, okay, nice. There we go. Oh, and text align of start, not auto. Awesome. Now let's check the desktop preview again. And they should be aligned, so that should be uh, oh, the H1. So we should remove the margin actually. Okay, now they're aligned. Excuse me. And now we can just give this a class. Oh, we don't need that actually. Yeah, we have the margin on the P tag, so that's good. Okay. All right. Container. Okay, good. Now all that is left is the section for the reviews. Okay. So we can just say section, and then we'll just give this an H2. Or I guess still UL maybe. Now let's go with H2. Give this a class of SR only. And we'll just give this reviews. Yeah, you know what? Let's make this consistent and use UL. Okay, so the first one will have a class of card. And then based on what we have here, we have two containers as the direct child, like that. And the first one will have a class of flex and gap 4 and item center. So you can just have item center here. So and then that will contain first the image of the user. So image source from the assets, Colton, oh, oops. Then the alt of Colton's profile picture width of I think 32 and a height of 32. And then we'll have the div with a class excuse me, with a class of flex and flex call. This will have first the name of the name with a small, so 80% font size smaller. So we'll just have Colton or whatever his name is. Let me check. Colton Smith. Okay. Colton Smith, like so. And give this a class of text white. Let's go over here, go to above, text white, color of HSL, var stellar white. Okay, this should be color, not counter reset. Awesome. Now we can just give this a BG reverse. Excuse me. Okay. And then for images in the card, we'll give them a border radius of 50% or a circle. Okay. And the padding is too small. So along those lines. Okay, cool. Excuse me. Very, very cool. Now the next one would be the buyer. Or the what kind of buyer are they? Well, they are a verified buyer. So we'll just give this strong as well. Then verified buyer. Oh, I think this will have a medium actually, not a strong one. Okay. So give this a class of text, grayish magenta. Okay. And the gap of 2. Alright. Okay, and the text align of star. Okay, I think the gap is around 1.5 rem. Oh wait, okay. Um, is this right here? Gap 5. Yeah, nice. That's it. Okay, now we have the p tag just below this, and we can just copy paste. Okay, nice. And this should be normal. Class font normal. Let's go over here. Font normal. font weight of 400. Oh, are they the same thing? No, they're definitely different. Okay, and go back to one run. Cool, and that's pretty much it. All right. We need to give this on the lines of start, and now copy paste, and align south center, and give this the name, the image for the profile of Anne, or is it Irene? Irene, Irene Roberts. Okay, Irene. There we go. And we can just have here Irene. Wait, what? Image Irene. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, why don't we? Oh, okay, okay. Class of grid as well. Oh, no, flex, then flex wrap, and then yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah, gap of 6. Okay, okay. Yep, that's a gap of 6. That's for sure. What else? What else? Oh yeah, we need to change the name. Right here, right? Yeah. Oh, oopsies. Undo that. Okay, here instead. Awesome. Here as well. Okay. Now last one. Copy paste again. So this is why using JavaScript is pretty useful, but since this is just static, it's not bad. Okay, we'll have not Colton and then we'll have Anne right there. Anne Wallace, copy paste, and up here as well. Okay, all right. I'll just remove everything. Cool. Now let's check this on desktop. There we go. We have a problem. So, how do we solve this? Well, first, change this to grid actually, and not or rep. See this a class of view section views, yes. And then over here, we can say that what was the CSS declaration again? Is it grid column? Will be span of 2 columns. Ah, there we go. Okay. So what I just did there is that tell this element to span or to take over 2 columns of its parent container, which is the parent container of review section with a grid display. Okay. Okay. How can we solve this problem right here? Let's check. Well, that's because we are saying to give this a flex wrap, I think. Yeah, there we go. And I think it will be much better to give this a grid, right? Yeah, a grid. And then grid template columns. Okay, so grid template columns of, well, 1FR, and then over here grid reviews. So how many columns do we want this element with a display of grid to have? Well, we want its children to take over 1 fraction of its column, 1 fraction of its column, and 1 fraction of its column. So now this will be distributed evenly. And I think that's pretty much it. Let's try to check this out. Okay, let me just enlarge. Go. And no, it's not. It's taking over a whole lot. Okay, first things first. Mm, I mean, I did the ratings one very nicely. Let's check what the problem is. Is it because they're taking over the whole height? Okay, so I guess the card. Wait, let me check first if the align self start is being, yeah, it is being delivered, or yeah, yeah. Mm. Maybe we can give this a mean height. Nah, that would be too. That'd be a weird workaround. Mm. Hey, you know what? Why don't we give the body a mean height of 100 pixels? Oh no, 100. There we go. Oh, okay. Maybe the main element instead. Okay, still the same. What might be the problem? This one works very cool, very nicely. How can I? Maybe a width of auto. Let's go down here. Oh wait, I think you're not seeing my code, right? Yeah, okay, that's my bad. Let's just see the changes together. Width of auto. No, maybe a max width should do it. Negative, no, not negative. 20, right? Hmm, 30 RAM, 20 RAM, 5 RAM. Man, everything is still the same. Hmm. How the Carabao? How can we get that effect? Yeah, based on here, they definitely set the. Oh, the font size is also much bigger for the H1. So let's just do that real quick. Where's it? It'll be 4.25. Excuse me. Oh, wait. I think it's because we're not properly increasing the pixels. So 8 pixels per 5% of the viewport. There we go. And the max is 3.75. Oh, 3.5, yes. Okay. And 4 pixels, I think, will do it. Yeah, never mind. Okay. Awesome. Now, why is this happening? Is it because it's saying to take over one column? Yeah. So you can just say that will be on. How about, so if I lessen this? Okay, cool. It's very responsive, although very fluid. Although we're not getting that effect, sadly. How can we get that effect? Okay, let me just show the code again. Oh, how can I show that? Wait, where's VS Code? How can I grab VS Code? It's very far off the screen. What? Okay, let's just. I guess you will not be able to see the code. Anyway. Hmm. They definitely give this a max width. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh wait, there's also a background. There's a background image, is there? Yeah, there's a background image. Okay. Totally forgot about that. How can we do this? So the reviews will have a background image, I guess, because this is it's the very bottom one. Background image of URL. So this is just a very bandage solution. So BG pattern bottom, and over here, background image of URL, just BG pattern bottom of it. And then for reviews and reviews section, their background attachment will have fixed or no, not yeah, fixed background position, center, background repeat, no repeat, and then background size of cover. Okay, I think it shouldn't be fixed. Okay. And then for the review section, we will just give that the background image of the top part like that, and then down here as well. Format the document. Okay, and now we can see the background, right? Like so. Okay, pretty cool. Okay, let's see. How can we really do this? Yeah, I'm thinking a max width, but how about the excess? Ah, wait. Okay, we can just give each um reviews li to have a height of 95% of its container and a width of 95% of its container. And there we go, we have that pretty cool effect. Okay, I guess 80%. And yeah, we have that cool effect, which of course should not be that far away from each other. So I think the width should not be like that. And the container, let's try to lessen the max width. I'm not sure. 1200. And I guess that works. And yeah, there we go. Let's check this on mobile. Okay. Okay, it's very responsive. Although we should give it a flex wrap, the ratings, yeah, the ratings card. So let's just go to ratings card real quick. Ratings card, flex wrap of wrap. Okay, so if you overflow, there we go. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Oh, and of course, the height, the this one should only exist on desktop or not on mobile. So we can have this full width right here. Congratulations to ourselves and to you guys. We have finally made it after 1 hour. That's not bad at all. Okay, there we go. To give the card like effect, we can use aspect ratio, but the support for that is not yet good. So I did not use it, but why don't we try to use it actually? So aspect ratio of 1/1. And there we go, we have a square. And that's too much of a square, so maybe 4 by 3, just to give the width a bit of, yeah, there we go. And okay, that's overflowing, we don't want that. hmm I mean, this doesn't look too bad now, does it? But that is not what the design intends us to have. There we go, we have an overlapping, so I guess that, let's not give it aspect ratio, just that. Okay, okay, pretty cool. And this will be what it looks like on tablet. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. Alright, let me just centralize the items. Or do we need it to be centralized? I check the design. Yeah, we need it to be centralized. So on the main element, you can just say display of grid and place items to center. And there we go, we have a centralized review section. Cool. That's it for everything else, and I think the noise has come back. Okay, there we go, my noise suppression is back. Pardon me for that, I did not notice. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you learned something about layouts. Oof, this was pretty challenging. And yeah, thank you for watching. It's a pretty cool effect. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck on your development journey. Happy learning. Have a good day, and God bless. Oh, like and subscribe. Consider doing that. Thank you. Bye bye.